Monday, December 31st.
It is. Yes. So happy New Year, everybody. You guys are listening to Author Talk with me. Russell Sandy is back joining us.
For the new year? Whoa, I'm so
I
privileged.
know. I know. It's a fun, crazy, exciting. So if you guys have been listening to us through any part of 2023, you have seen our growth and fun that we've had, challenges that all of us have had, but exciting things happening. You've definitely known about my kids and the strep plug that continuously hit my house in 2023. So in 2024, I believe it's fair to say I'm hoping that we don't have the strep hit my house. We have an ENT appointment scheduled. So hopefully that will be in our just distant past is how I'm going to label that. But I feel like, and Russell Sandy, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like 2023 for us was a time of transition and growth. I think for all of us, we all went through a lot of things. It was a hard endeavor for all of us. We did lose Greg Kelso in 2023, but his Comic Con will be happening this year, which makes me excited to kind of see that his dream comes to fruition. So I'm excited for 2023 because of that. But for Author Talk, you guys, we have more amazing conversations coming up, amazing authors, new things happening in the industry, new things happening for all of us. So before we dive into that, how was everybody's New Year's Eve? What all did you guys do? Talk to me. Tell me about your guys' weekend.
Well, how was yours?
Well,
That's good, Russell.
Besides strep throat.
Yeah, we spent it with strep throat. Again, both of my kids had it twice in December, so it was a lot of fun. But we kind of closed out December on a high note. They poured the foundation for our home that's being built. So we kind of went and watched that, and that was
Was
a
it
fun,
on
exciting
schedule?
time. It was on schedule, yes. So
Yes.
it's a fun and exciting adventure, and now we're learning all the ins and outs of being a good landlord, what that looks like if we decide to rent out our current house that we live in. And so we're learning all of those things. So this year will be a time or a season of learning and trying and doing a bunch of risk-taking moves, which wouldn't be me and Joshua
I'm
without
so
them.
proud of you. I'm so proud
I
of you.
know,
It's so
my
smart for a young
gosh.
couple to do what you do.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're up and excited for the challenge, I guess is the best way to word that. It is also a bittersweet moment for me and Josh this year. We're gonna savor every little moment that we had because Meadow will start school come this August. So
Yes.
we're trying to savor every little moment that we have with her left before she starts school. So it's gonna be a
Well,
big
she'll still
exciting
come
year.
home at the end of the day.
Oh, I know that. Lord knows, do I know that. And
This
I'm
is
excited.
liberating. This is not bad. This is
No, I'm
liberating.
excited for everything that she's going to learn and the friends that she's going to make, and her watching her grow is exciting. It's also a bittersweet moment because we won't have the bangs on my door anymore interrupting author talk or nothing like that. But
Yes, but
it's
you
an
won't have the
exciting
daycare
transition.
fees either.
That's a true statement. I won't have those. I'll just have a mortgage payment. But that's okay. It's all for them to, succeed and thrive in life. So it's exciting. It'll be an exciting year. That's for sure. But what all did you guys do? How did you ring in the new year and celebrate this upcoming year?
It's always peaceful and quiet at our house on New Year's Eve, or has been for several years. My kids come over, drop by, but they don't usually stay because we don't always make it till midnight. But this year we did. We make it, and this year I've just been. I found my new favorite musician, and I just listened to his music and danced to it some by myself while I was drinking champagne. Woke David up to say it's midnight. Here's your champagne. He took a sip and he was gone again. So anyway, just had a great time and had my some of my kids over and all that. It was fun, a fun time.
I
Ready
love
for the
it.
new year.
So who's your musician? Who's your latest of choice?
Well, I happen to be listening to country music this year more than normal, and so I found Chris Stapleton.
Oh,
And
that's
I
a
know
good
he's been
one.
around for a while, but I had never had heard of him or heard him. And I happened to be doing really one of my exercise things with Peloton, and she loved country. It was a country music um, routine, and she loved Chris Stapleton. So we every morning I'm getting on my bike and doing my treadmill to Chris Stapleton music, and I just fell in love with it.
Sandy does Peloton.
Yes, Sandy does Peloton. I don't
That's
have the bike.
awesome.
I have a treadmill, and then I also subscribe to the Peloton, workout stuff, and also to the Apple one. So they kind of get a little variety in the people that are leading it.
That's
I don't
awesome.
do any of the heavy duty stuff, but I do the treadmill and some of the other stuff. So yes, I've been doing it for a year now. I'm very excited about it.
Wow.
Very excited.
I love to hear that. I like that Russell was so excited. He threw his hands up and everything.
I can't believe it. And I think it's great. I'm a big believer in Peloton. I use it. I have both the bike and the machine. And I use it also to keep a record of days I work out. So I hold myself accountable.
Yep.
And so I really love those machines.
I do too. The bike is Peloton. My treadmill is Life Path or something like that. It's another name that my kids got me for Christmas last year. So yeah, I love it all. And,
That's awesome.
and above all that, I love going to the gym. So I did join Planet Fitness this year because for me, it's just working out with other people just kind of motivates me to go a little bit longer.
Yeah, see,
That's
I don't
awesome.
like people. I don't like people. So I hate going to the gym. I feel so judged, so I hate going
Well,
to the
you
gym.
don't go to the
But-
gym anyway.
No, I used to go to the gym, but I've always felt judged. But you guys sound like me with ice plunging. So Josh is better at ice plunging than I am. He does it every day at like 5:36 in the morning. I do it 4 times a week, kind of randomly throughout the day, mostly when I get up and the kids are watching one of their shows and I can have like that 5 minutes of peace to myself. But that's been a lot of fun and
That's it.
interesting this year.
That sounds almost like a meditation activity to me.
It feels
What
like
you
it.
do.
It feels like it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those that's if I'm being completely honest with myself, I love doing it because there's that mental challenge of like, okay, it's only 5 minutes. Mentally, I can do this. I'm gonna get in. I'm just gonna do it. And then when you get out, you're like, man, I totally did it. You always stay in there longer than 5 minutes, anyways, because when you get in there, you kind of go numb and you feel it. But it's that mental challenge for me that I don't know. It just makes me feel like, man, like I am like a mentally strong in that aspect
I
to
get
just
it.
divide it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to word that, but I can like turn that off and be like, we're just gonna like buck up and do this and then get out and we're gonna do it. Like 5 minutes isn't a lot of time. We got it. So I like that challenge and that feeling. So
it's like a success act of the day.
yeah.
Yeah, I get it. So
Yeah.
for Christmas this year, we drove to Houston, and it was one party after the next with our family, and we did all these. We had a great Christmas. Everyone was together. I had to suffer during the Christmas holidays with my 4th injury from pickleball, which is ridiculous.
Oh my God! I've heard that the injuries for pickleball are getting worse.
I've hurt my shoulder now, and if the audience notices, I'm a little stoned on pain pills right now because I'm still taking them, and I was on the last show. Though my wife did say last night, you need to get off those pain pills now. So she's kind of cut me off. So this is my last day.
So you're
I'm
going
a
back
little nervous.
to Tylenol. Going back
I'm a
to
little
Tylenol.
nervous about it, but I'm going to have to make it because I have to listen to her. She knows more than I do about it. We went to a great party last night. while we were in Houston of all the politicos in town, and we got to say goodbye to the now leading mayor of Houston, and we got to say hello to the new mayor of Houston. So that was nice, and listen to all the local politicos about what's going on in Houston. And my wife and I are really into that, so we enjoyed that a lot. But we are exhausted. We actually sold our tickets to the Sugar Bowl that we had because we were too tired to go. And we are, you see this because I'm still in Houston, but we are about to hit a road trip to go back to Atlanta.
Is that going to be tough on you with all your injuries to drive all the way to Atlanta?
No, road trips are medicinal to me. So
Nice.
they're a healing thing. And if it gets too sore, I can always hand it off and let Melinda drive a while. So it's
Nice. I'm
going to be great.
excited.
Yes.
Say hello to Melinda for me. I miss her. I haven't seen her in so long.
And I will. And Melinda's my wife for the audience. I have a lot. I'm very excited about this year. But before we get into that, I want to thank the people that listen to us on the podcast. Most people don't watch us on Monday mornings when we do this live. They listen to us during the week when they're driving to work or something else, working out, going to the club and working out, unlike Amy. So we want to thank you for listening to us. We're top 10, and we very much appreciate everyone that listens to us. I have a couple of big pieces of news for the new year. Number one, which is really weird, and actually Amy and Sandy don't even know this yet either. I'm starting welding sculpture lessons.
Wow.
Oh
in
my.
January
I love that
to
for
start
you.
building steel sculptures.
Wow.
That
Okay,
is
Russell, I
amazing.
expect one in the mail. I will take one.
These
I
will be
would
way
love
too
to have
big
one.
for mail. These will be
Okay,
way too
I'll
big
come
for mail.
visit. I'll come
And
visit.
I'll have a whole new source of injuries because you can imagine learning to weld. I'm going to get burned.
Yeah, you are. I'm excited for that new venture.
Well,
That's so up your alley. I love it.
don't start putting it out there. Don't create that. You're going to be able to avoid the burns.
Well, I'm going to try, but I don't believe in putting out any affecting outcomes. So I can joke about it because I like laughing at myself.
You do.
We
You
know
do.
it's going to happen. That's
Yeah.
like me saying we're not going to get strep throat. We all know it's going to happen.
Oh,
So
I know. You need someone to come clean your house or something. I don't know.
I do. But you had more exciting information. You said you had more than one. So what are your other
Oh, yeah.
ones?
My book is coming out this year. Guaranteed.
Yay!
It's coming out. I'm very excited. It's Murder by Storm, and it is twice the book of my last book. It's a better book,
Yay.
and I'm very excited about it. And my original book, Murder for Me, is coming out with a new chapter in it, a chapter that I should have put in it the first time that was edited out. It's been rewritten, and it's the best chapter in the whole book. After I wrote it, I was like,
Nice. So it's an exciting year.
I'm very excited. And I hope for the next year, you guys have some exciting things happening too.
Yes, I'm looking forward to exciting times in 2024.
So what are they?
Well, there's all kinds of exciting stuff happening. Sandy, you go.
Well, there's one thing that you don't know, Russell. Amy does know. I've started doing some work with Rita Mills, and we're working on a project that we're not ready to announce yet, but we will be working hand in hand with Amy and some of the things she's got going on. And so Rita and I are going to just do some work that will complement what Amy already does. Amy's doing such a magnificent, wonderful job with all the people she's involved with, the clients she has. And so Rita asked me, did I want to help out with one part of the project? And I'm like, of course I do. So I'm very excited to be back in action, but not to the depths that I went in before, but just to help out and be there when they need me and do some research for them and stuff like that.
I've gotta say something about Amy, and I know Sandy will agree with me. We have authors come on every week, and so many of them don't hire someone like Amy to help them launch their book, and I just do not understand it.
Me either.
What Amy does is the difference between success and failure, and I just don't understand how some people don't use her. Amy, tell people a little bit about what you do. We talk about it all the time, but you don't talk about what you do.
What a great
In
idea.
the beginning of
that's
this
all.
year, we have a few minutes left. Tell people the incredible stuff you do, because when you tell me, and I've known you for years, I've known what's been going on. It's just things change quick, and what you do changes quick. It's amazing.
Oh, well, okay. So this is not how I thought this conversation was going. I mean, we do anything from author services to social media management, creating your marketing plan for you, traditional media and digital media. We'll help you put your book together if you decide to self-publish. We'll send you to all of our trusted editors and formatters and help you submit to publishers. We really are like a one-stop destination for authors, whether it's information that you're looking for, equipping you to do these things yourself. We're pretty much an open book. We are going to be one of the bigger sponsors this year. We have sponsored Women in Publishing Summit before, and this year we are going to be right under Ingram Sparks in sponsorship. So we'll be doing a 1-hour class.
My
We did a
God,
webinar
that's
in November, and so we're really well suited within the Women in Publishing. We've enjoyed doing that. So we're one of their sponsors again this year. We work with many small presses and small press published authors, independent authors, really just anyone. We also are an open book, so you can send us an email, and if we can help you or help guide you in that direction, you need to bounce ideas off of us, you can do that. Between everything I learned from Sandy and what is currently still evolving, we have a lot of experience in the PR and marketing side and just book production. So we do a lot of that. The most fun one that we do, and I always say this to people because they always ask me how we make money from it. We don't make money from helping you launch your book and helping it become a success in terms of like number one, reviews, stuff like that. We generally don't make any money off that, but we like to see authors be successful and to help their dream come true of being a number one. So that's one of our pride and joys. We enjoy doing those. So we generally do a lot of those to kind of help put amazing authors out there and get the recognition that they deserve. So that's us in a nutshell of what we do over here. Okay. And Puppy and Rainbow Land is what I call it.
And
But
Russell, you know, she does so much for authors that she doesn't get paid for. And Amy, one of the things you just did in December was the 12 days of page turners. And that is a lot of work. I did it one time before I retired, and I know that is a lot of work. And yet she does it every year. She puts the word out. She has all these authors get involved, and she does not charge them anything for that entire month of marketing, publicity, social media, all the work that she does. Plus, having them on Author Talk and other podcasts as well. So, Amy, you're amazing. I love you, and I wish the best for you and all the endeavors you have in 2024.
Amy, I do have a question about the new year. Are you
Yeah.
giving a speech at the conference again this year?
I will be doing a 1-hour presentation this
Wow.
year. More than
Wow,
a
you'll be
Q&A,
freaking out.
I'll be doing a presentation. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I always have a lot of fun when I'm there. Alexa's great. Her organization, the women that she has surrounding her are fantastic. I've met a lot of amazing people. So it's like I'm kind of coming back home and meeting with my friends. So it'll be a lot of fun. But 2023 is going to be a big kind of shift in terms of Abundantly Social. So we're going to keep doing publicity and digital marketing, book launches, all of those things. We're also diving into publishing historical fiction along with other avenues of fiction, murder mystery, thriller, sci-fi, all of those we're going to dive into publishing this year. We have acquired a publishing house, so we're going to venture into new waters in a sense, but we're excited to just kind of transition into different things. So like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be putting on this Comic-Con that's going to be happening for Greg, and we're looking at getting different organizations and the city of Bryan kind of in motion with that so we can make this everything that Greg wanted it to be. So that's going to be our primary focus this year. Besides kind of everything else that we're doing, we are excited to announce that we have grown by over 15 new clients that have signed for the beginning of the year. So it's going to be an exciting new year, new authors, new genres, new adventures, new books to read.
It's publishing company.
Yeah, so it's a season of transition and change. And on top of that, personally, we're building this house. Meadow's going to be going to school. We're going to be learning this landlord thing. So, a lot of fun and exciting, challenging new adventures await. And I know that Monday mornings at 10 a.m., I have author talk to come to, which is like my stress relief of the week. So, we're going to have more amazing authors coming on, author talk, amazing publishers, different people within the writing community that are going to come and join us. And we hope that we can continue to provide the content that we have been providing and continue to be in the top 10. But we're always just incredibly grateful for this opportunity to get to talk with these authors and bring you their stories and their books and our point of view from all of that. So I'm excited to continue and do it for another year, many more years to come, hopefully, and just see what 2024 has in store for all of us in Author Talk. It's exciting times. I'm excited. But with all of that being said, I know that all of us here at Author Talk wish you guys a happy new year, a successful and happy 2024. And we can't wait to come next week and bring you all an amazing author, an incredible book and story for you guys. And let's get this new year kicked off right with an amazing guest. So until next Monday, all of you, go have a fantastic New Year's Day and the rest of your week. And we'll catch you all next Monday.